What's up, boys?
What's up?
What up? Welcome to Two Dope Boys in a Cadillac. We're two 30-somethings that have known each other since we were teenagers, and why you would listen to us, I don't know, but thanks for watching.
I don't know. I wouldn't listen to us. I don't listen to us.
I don't know. We give, insight on what it's like to be
perspective.
a bridger. Do you know what that is?
No, tell me.
It's the name I've given our generation. We're the bridge generation.
Oh, you've given it.
Yeah, look it up.
What are we
No
bridging?
one else has said it. We're
Baby
bridging
boomers?
the gap from dial up
Yeah.
to fucking 5G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what it's like
Or
to have an
like-
answering machine.
Or like 1 gig like fiber.
All right. We know what it's like to record on an answering machine. Yeah, not just a
Yeah.
stupid voicemail on your cell phone.
We know what it's like to have your own personal line at your parents' house.
Yep.
And then not even have a phone line at home.
We know what it's like to be on the internet on AOL chat and your mom's is trying to use the phone and goes, get off the internet.
Oh, I miss those
shit,
days.
gotta go. Oh my God, yeah.
I miss those days.
we know that. The kids nowadays, I don't know that.
You guys don't know shit.
They don't know shit.
So what's going on?
Nothing much, man. Nothing about me. I feel like I've been talking this whole time. What about you? I hear you're getting hitched, ain't you?
I am getting hitched.
Hey-o.
I have to go tomorrow. I have to go to Lisa's. I have to go to Lisa's class and read for the kids for 15 minutes.
What?
It's reading week.
What does that have to do with getting married?
If I wasn't getting married to her, I probably wouldn't do that.
Okay, so you're doing. Oh yeah, reading week. Yeah, I guess that's happening everywhere.
She said she doesn't know yet, but we have like this kids themed like Office book, like The Office, the show. So I'm like hoping to read that,
That's cool.
but it's like a kid's version, not an adult version.
All right, so I mean, really, the point of the story is that we have to do things that we normally didn't have to do. Now that
our women.
for the women,
Yeah.
of course.
That's okay.
What else? Wedding? Like, what? Have you been surprised at all? Like with your wedding, like getting it going? I mean, because by the way, this is your first marriage. Just get this out there.
This is my first.
First timer.
My first.
And only.
First and only. Yeah, because if this doesn't work out, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing this again. No way.
Okay. Okay. All right. One of them. One of them. Okay. So first time, you're 38. So
I'm
if anything, I
38.
think this is like a really good time to get married. You're a little established in who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Same with Lisa, and she's not going to try to find herself like a lot of women do. In their mid-20s. So, yeah, I think this is a good time. So, have you
a
been
great time.
surprised by anything that you've come across with the planet?
No, not really. I mean, it still doesn't even feel real. Like,
Yeah.
like it feels real in the sense that like we're doing wedding planning stuff. Like that all feels real, but what doesn't feel real is that I'm actually getting married. Like the event is going to take place, and
Going
we're all
down.
going to be there.
There's no backing out. Families coming in.
No.
How many people you got coming to your wedding?
I think right now it's like 83 or
Oh, that's not
84.
bad.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
We
reasonable.
kind of set a number of like 90, or well, it was 100, and then we were like, we can
Yeah.
actually probably do less than 90, which would be ideal. And
Yeah,
I'm thinking like mid 80s.
that was about mine. That's a good number. Because
Yeah.
that's like it's big enough that you can mingle. But it's small enough that
It's not
that
overwhelming.
it's a little more intimate.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's not
Like,
overwhelming.
Yeah.
And there's open bar.
Hey.
So yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Open bar. And we got so they give you like packages, like different packages. One was, there's like a low tier, mid tier, high tier. We got the highest tier, which allowed us to,
Oh.
well, it's just really all the stuff it's like the same price if you got the lower one and then just added all this stuff. But if you're already getting it, like came with like DJ, you get to, your open bar goes like up from like the bottom tier to the middle tier. So
from like Jose to Cazadores type thing, like it's just like
yes, something like that.
Your first dance music?
No, we're still working on that. So when you guys RSVP, you will be allowed to pick a song. Not pick a song. You'll be allowed to request a song to be played. So
that's not shabby.
yeah. So pick something real cool.
That's cool. All right. Well, let's get down to like more details. You guys gonna share an account? You
Like a bank account?
You share your money?
Well, shit, we basically already do.
Well, you know,
I mean, I share my money.
wait, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. At least we share. Our money is our money.
No. I only mentioned that because, you know, Christina and I, we shared our money like right out of the gate. It wasn't even a question. And like some
We do. We
couples
haven't. I do
have
think we're
separate
gonna.
accounts, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, we still have separate accounts. I do think we'll eventually do like a joint account.
I mean, to me, why not? You know what I mean? You guys
I
are
think with
obviously
whatever
together.
we
Your
get-
money's going to the same spot.
Whatever
Like,
we get from the wedding, we'll probably start an account, put that in there.
There you go. Ooh, what about honeymoon? Yeah, you guys got a plan for
Thailand.
honeymoon? What?
Thailand. We've already booked some of it. We haven't booked flights yet, but we've booked like hotels and stuff.
That's pretty rad.
That's awesome.
That's
like
that's
17
cool.
days, yeah.
You know, being 38 and the wedding thing. You know what's really funny about weddings too, and it's funny that you know you're getting married at this age. You know, a little later on, and it's your first. Like there's just like a wedding phase. You know, I feel like it's like around like mid late 20s, and
Yeah.
like everyone's getting really married around that time. And I swear, like I was averaging there was a streak there, like 3 years in a row. I was averaging like 3-4 weddings,
Yeah.
you know, a year. And
This is actually what's funny is this Yankees cup is from Kevin and Ashley. My best man gift.
yes. Oh, that's funny.
But I like it because it's got the Yankees right there.
Yeah, well, let's not get too
Yeah,
hyped
yeah.
about that. But with all those weddings, though, you know, I've got a lot of experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, best man, shout out to Zach behind the camera. Groomsmen, obviously. I'm going to officiate your
You are going to
freaking
officiate
wedding. I'm
my
gonna
wedding. Speaking of which, did you get your
No, I
license
haven't
yet?
done it
You
yet.
got it. If Lisa watches this, expect a phone call.
Oh, I mean, I got it. I'm on Google right now. It's done. Yeah, so I'm going to be in charge of, you know, putting you folks together. Let's see. I've bartended a wedding before. That was awesome. I've catered, tens and tens of, maybe even hundreds of weddings as well with the catering up in Portland. So I've seen all kinds of stuff. And I got to tell you, man, like one thing that will kill a wedding are the speeches. You know, like when it's speech time. And you get and I'm not trying to like, you know, step on toes, ladies, but you girls get on the mic and you start crying, you start groveling, or you talk fucking forever. And the guys will do it too. I'm sorry. Some guys will get up there and talk about the whole history. And it's just like, could you just shut up? Like everyone's hungry and trying to eat like
Short and sweet, let's go. So what's funny?
short and sweet.
What's
Exactly.
funny about that is I've actually, like, I've been to a lot of weddings also. Never had to work at one, but I've been to my share. I've actually been best man 3 times.
Damn, for real?
Lane's wedding, Kevin's wedding, Tim's wedding.
Nice.
So what's Lane's wedding?
Yeah.
They're Mormon.
Oh,
and
God.
respect, you know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was dry. Everybody sober. I had to give a speech, stone sober, in front of a bunch of other sober people.
Did that help you?
Probably yes. I think
All right.
because I was pretty prepared because I was like, oh man, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of all these people.
Yeah.
And actually, somebody right when I
Or
came,
curse, or you know,
Right.
say something, you know,
Yeah.
because we're talking about Mormons. Like,
yeah, I went and so actually I started getting a lot of laughs, and then you know after you know it was maybe 4 or 5 minutes or whatever,
yeah.
I like come down from the thing and some guy just like, son, I just want to tell you, he's like, that's the best man speech I've ever heard in my life. I'm like, oh my God, thanks.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not
So
your
I
name,
was
but I'm
super
sure that
prepared.
is your name. Like-
Super prepared for that one. And then we
Nice.
go to Kevin's wedding,
Okay.
which was almost 10 years ago now, in Cabo.
Wow.
Cabo, so
Ooh, destination.
lots of
wedding.
drinking at that one, yeah. And there was only like 30 people there,
Oh,
30,
well, yeah,
32,
I mean,
something like
we
that,
go
yeah.
out of town.
And so I was like, I'm just going to wing the speech this time. So
Yeah.
that one, no preparation, just went up there and talked. I don't remember anything that I said.
You really don't remember what you said?
No, I do not really. I don't remember what I talked about.
Does he remember?
Probably not. We could ask him.
Next guest on our show.
Kevin.
Do
Kevin
you
Zinovich.
remember the best man's speech?
So what's
So then-
the formula? I mean, you done
Well,
3,
so
Well,
the
then here's
first
the
one,
third
well,
one.
the first lanes, I just went on Google and I just found like a template for a best man
How
speech.
to speak in front
Yeah,
of
kind of. Well, it
Mormons.
gave you like it was like a template like like basically just telling you how to start like with what topic, and then like basically like start with like a broad topic, start to narrow it, and then come back and like broaden it up again and compliment the bride and say, actually, I'm just kidding. This guy's great. Blah, blah, blah. And then I did Tim's wedding a couple years ago.
This is number 3.
This was my third best man speech.
Infamous.
And this one, it was like in the middle. I hadn't really done anything until the morning of the wedding, and then I took note cards and I was like, you know what, dude, I'm just gonna do like the Michael Scott roast speech and just like make a couple points, go boom, roasted.
Kevin, I can't decide between a fat joke and a dumb joke, boom, roasted. Creed, your teeth called, your breath stinks, boom, roasted. Angela, where's Angela? Well, there you are, I didn't see you behind that grain of rice, boom, roasted. Stanley, you crush your wife during sex and your heart sucks. Boom, roasted. Oscar.
So it was like in the middle of COVID, so there was only 40 some odd people there. It was outside. It was actually perfect. The weather was perfect.
Oh, yeah.
So
October? Yeah, it was October. Yeah, Portland. Oh.
So I go up there, give the speech. Like Maya had just given her speech. Give my speech. So I start going. I think one of them's like, Tim, you used to smoke clove cigarettes. Boom, roasted. So I'm getting like a lot of laughs, but one thing that stood out was the guy that was probably furthest away from me was him, and his laugh just projects. So that's all I hear is Julius laughing, and then I look at Stephanie's.
To be loud. I'm sorry.
Stephanie's parents are closer than me and Zach. I'm like standing there, and Stephanie's
Zach's
mom.
about 6 feet away right now, maybe 8.
Stephanie's mom loved it. And then I see one face not smiling or laughing, and it's her dad is just like staring right at me like stone fucking cold face.
Because you're doing like a roast style speech. And wedding speeches are, just like you said. There's, you compliment this person, you tell a story, ha ha ha. But it's mainly you're lifting the people up. Meanwhile, you're sitting here roasting Tim. Like
I couldn't tell any of the stories like in front of Stephanie's parents. That would have been way worse. Her dad would have disliked me even more.
Oh, that was legendary. I thought that was so good. Obviously, with my loud booming laugh, and it wasn't just the drinks and the COVID insanity, because this was October 2020, and we had been locked up for fucking 8 months. And I mean, I was even tripped out to leave. I gotta send you the picture of like when I hopped on the plane, because they were even saying like masks, goggles, they can hit your eyes, the COVID. It's just like, oh my God, I'm gonna go on a plane right now. And so
what's funny? Go, keep going.
Just landing and not feeling symptoms. Like, am I feeling symptoms? Okay, we're good. Oh, let's go to the wedding. Like, so yeah, it was just to be outside and everything's good. Everything was working. I was just so thankful.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then I remember Tim he wanted us there at noon. And then he scheduled like a shuttle to take us back to downtown Portland at like 11 p.m. or at midnight. I'm like, the fuck are we gonna do that for 12 hours? Like, what are we gonna do? Then we ran out of beer, and it's like 9 o'clock. We're like, dude, like,
get the wine.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Wine.
But we did. It was a lot of fun. We love you, Tim.
Oh yeah, that was a blast. And I mean, so many weddings. What was it? I don't know. Oh God. You ever been to a wedding where you don't know anybody? Like you went with someone and they knew?
A couple. I've been to one, it was like a family friend's daughter got married. And I had met, obviously I knew her, I knew her husband. But there was like most of the people there I didn't know. And I kind of just sat there with my mom the whole time.
The first time I got to see Chicago and like the Midwest, went to St. Louis or St. Louis. I don't know if I can say it. I went with the girl I was dating at the time, and that was rad to like see another city, which I was pumped about. Like, yeah, cool, we get to see these towns. But then came what we were there for, the fucking wedding. I don't know anybody. And she, of course, like she was good, like, kind of like, kept me around or whatever, but she's going to do her rounds. So yeah, open bar, just going to sit at the bar and hang out and
what else
schmooze with the other bros that are there. Like, what are you in for? Like, how long you been with your girl? Oh yeah, about a year. So I had to show up and I can do this. So.
Just like put on the fake smile and laugh. And
exactly. Yeah. Well,
pretend like you're excited to meet a bunch of new people.
No doubt. And then, of course, my wedding, I was just so pumped. The one thing about my party, that I wanted to make sure was that everyone was having a good time. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I cared about.
That's what I want.
I didn't give a damn about anything else because the catering was done with my restaurant at the time, so I knew what the food was going to be like. I wasn't worried about the food.
Clint.
The bartender was, worked at my restaurant, knew what I was going to get from the bartender. The DJ I freaking knew as well. I knew what kind of music we were going to be playing there. I got to tell you how much money I saved on this thing because also the event the venue we were at, we had done multiple caterings out there as well. So the owner of the place.
Yeah, the place was cool too.
Oh yeah, super chill. Like just outdoorsy wedding, it was like a barn style, farmland. There's even like this like old school like 1920s, like almost, like cityscape or whatever in the background too, which is really funny. But long story short, I knew everything from the beginning to the end, all the vendors and everyone that was working and what was going on. And because of that, I got the homie hookup on the venue. Like the lady knew me, she knew what we were about. She's like, "Oh my God, I love you guys. I'm gonna give you 50% off on the venue."
Nice.
Fuck yeah, thank you. Catering. I'm basically paying for the catering at cost. You know what I mean? So no markup on that. Boom, save some money. Bartender, the DJ, just hook them up with a couple hundos, and of course a little tip on top. You guys stay where you're at. Make sure everyone's glasses are full and the tunes are rolling. Bam, done. The PA system, you know what I mean? Like I borrowed it from Clint because we used to be in a band together. So we had, the PA system set up. Bam, that was done. So this was like such a, it was almost like I don't know how to explain it, but it was like a garage band type wedding, like we're going to put this together and it's going to fucking work and we're going to rock out. That's exactly what we did. And we ended up spending, I think in total, maybe around, and of course a little help from Christina's mom, but I think we threw down maybe about $5,000 to $7,000 out of pocket, like for everything all together. I mean, phenomenal. And I'm talking about like, the clothes and I mean, like all of it,
All of it?
Wow. Yeah. So, but again, that's just because of the connections I had and I was already in the industry of, cooking for weddings in general. So, that's what's good when you're in the restaurant industry. Weddings could definitely be a lot cheaper, but that brings me to something I just saw this. Average cost of a wedding in 2021, $28,000. My freaking gosh. Oh, what?
Who's spending that?
But the thing that kills me too about weddings, and I know girls are gonna hate this, but it's like it's a one-day event.
Yeah.
One day. You're gonna drop as much as you could to get a fucking awesome house, you know what I mean? For one day, get out of here. So that's insane. What ballpark are you at? You're in like 15,000 around there?
A little more than that. In between that and 20,000.
Okay, all right. So less than what the average is apparently.
Less than average for sure. But I mean, we looked at a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
A lot of them around here, golf courses, which I didn't really want to get married on a golf course either.
Oh no. Well, this town does that to you though.
Yeah.
Vegas, it really depends.
A lot
on
of them have like
too.
really nice views.
Oh, no doubt.
But
I mean, my sister, she got married at a golf
feels
course.
like very cookie cutter.
You weren't married at a golf course, but it sort of felt like it. You had like the golf course kind of
Where'd you
feel
get
as
married?
far as like
Desert Shore.
Desert Shores.
Oh, okay.
Look it up. Google if you're not from Vegas. But no, Vegas. The wedding scene. Yeah, it's golf course or what? You know what I mean? Like
Or out at a park like Tim. A long time
Tim,
ago.
that's
Out in Boulder City. Out in Boulder
I
City.
forgot all about that.
It was like fucking. Dude, I was wearing fucking shorts. I was wearing shorts, dude. It was like 110 degrees out. Like, what the fuck is this? What are you doing to us?
Tim's first wedding is outside. It's blistering hot. There's goats. Wasn't there like goats in the background? Or sheep?
Big horse.
There was
I
like
don't
big
know.
one sheep back there. yeah.
Whatever.
You could see the
Okay.
lake. You could see the lake. It was it
Whatever.
was cool, but it was hot as fuck.
Then he had a mariachi band, like as for the music. But what cracked me up was my girlfriend at the time, right? I forget Tim's ex-wife, whatever. She walked in. She was like the last one to come down. Everything's all set. And my ex, I had told her too, I was like, hey, could you grab a couple of beers before this thing gets going? So I don't know what the hell took her so long, but everybody's all set. And then I see her fucking bolting down the hill with like beers, you know what I mean? It's like, and somehow it caught everyone's attention too. They're just like looking.
Oh, wasn't it like in the middle of the ceremony? I remember.
What the hell are you doing? Couldn't wait this one out, like sprinting down. Like,
I need beers. We need beers.
gotta get the beers.
Gotta have them.
Oh man, so yeah, that was that one. But the remarried thing, that's an interesting one because I got a homie in Portland. He was married before, and now he's been with his girl, got 2 kids, right? Been with his girl for I don't know, a decade. Says, well, no, not gonna get married. Not gonna do it. I'm like, what? You guys are practically married. What do you?
Yeah. Isn't that
what-
like? Aren't you like not married, but what's it called?
What is that? What is it called? It's like
When you're together for like 7 years, isn't it like a civil union or something like
There
that?
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it. Yeah, basically, I
So
think,
like basically, she would be like entitled to a lot of the
I
things
think that's what he's avoiding. Without saying it, is just like I don't want her to be entitled to anything. Like if this were to split up, I mean, I don't know, but
just prenup.
of course you could just do a prenup. Exactly. Like what's the that's the quick answer to that one. But I think though, like I never want to get divorced. I don't speak like this is something easy. Getting a divorce is a big freaking deal.
Yeah.
But I could see how that could mess with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you get
for sure.
divorced, it's just like
A lot of
I am
people
not
call that,
doing this
like,
again.
People that it's happened to, they say it's the most stressful, worst thing that's ever happened to them.
Well, and I think also too is just like how many years in it you got. You know what I mean? Like how
Yeah.
long were you in this relationship? And again, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but like if you were married, for about 3 years or something, like maybe 5 and under. I mean, how much time do you need to recover to like move on? I've seen people lose, they're a widow, and they can like move on, a lot quicker than,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like find somebody else and move on. So I don't know. I think it could be a time thing, but I guess it just depends on like how emotionally attached you were to that person. So, everyone's a little
Yeah,
different.
I mean, I can imagine it's got to be stressful, and like you said, how attached you were to that person, it's probably a hit to your ego.
Yeah.
You just don't want to go through the whole process again.
You want to talk about divorce too? I mean, like, so funny. You would go from like wedding to divorce, but how could you not? I think what definitely makes a divorce super hard is when there's kids involved. Like anytime someone gets a divorce and there's a kid, and I don't even think about the couple at that point. Fuck you guys. Like you guys, whatever. You got your own bullshit. I think about the kid. Like, what are you putting this child through? Having to go back and forth if that's the situation, or maybe they don't see their dad, or maybe they don't see their mom anymore. Like that, the trauma, that goes for that child. I think about them because, for me, I actually lived that for a little bit. My folks split up for a small amount of time, but I got to live that life, that divorce life for I think it was like three years or so, and it was a trip. It was a trip. I could see.
Yeah.
Like how hard it was, on my parents. I could see that it's like when they were dropping me off, that was a tough thing for them, and I can only imagine for anybody else, like, oh God, I know I'm rambling right now, but like if me and Christina were to like divorce, my God, like if I had to drop off Isabella,
That would probably like break
are
your
you
heart.
kidding me? Crushed, like, So, hey, if you're gonna have a kid, keep your
Don't
shit
get
together.
divorced. Don't do it. You have to
Don't
really,
do
I would
it.
imagine you have to really think about it and really think it's actually better for the kid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
than being in like a super toxic like environment all the time.
That's true.
I mean, if you guys are like, just like at your wit's end and you cannot stand to be around each other, and that
Yeah.
just completely overcomes like
because not every
any sense
situation
of
is the
thought.
same.
Yeah, exactly. It's not.
Absolutely. I 100% agree on that, because it's all circumstance,
Mhm.
it's all circumstance. But, all right. So what else do we have about weddings or any of this?
Wedding planning.
What are you planning or?
Wedding planning's fun.
I'd
Is
say
it?
yes.
seeing
You're
us out.
enjoying it, bro?
Well, yeah,
It's not bad.
what I have to do is pretty much go like, do you like this? Yeah, that's good. You like this? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. No,
It's super easy.
I mean, I'm like, she's definitely done like the brunt of the planning,
Yeah.
but she is also the one that has like a vision for what she wants. I'm just like, I just want my friends and family there, and
yeah.
I want everybody to have a good time. I want it to be like in
Make
a nice
it a
scenic
party.
area.
Well, you know you're gonna
Yeah.
be a good husband because you learned the most important lesson. Happy
Yeah.
wife, happy life. And that's what
Yeah,
it sounds
and if
like
she
to
ever
me.
tells me to like
it's
find
happy
something,
spouse, happy
she tells me to
house.
plan. If she tells me to like plan or like plan something or pick something, I just always defer to her because like if you don't like what I pick, I have to make sure that you like it, because if you don't like it, obviously I'm not going with it.
Of course, because no matter what, a wedding is all about the female. 100%. It's all about the girl.
And she's not even like gung ho about having like her dream wedding or anything. She kind of doesn't care. She would have like eloped, but it's more like our family and stuff. And I also do like want my friends to be there.
Pay
my
respects.
family and friends. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I think we've got 5 minutes left. You got a question, Mr. Producer, for us to wrap it
Anything.
up over here?
Pick a question,
Anything
any
off
question.
the top of your head?
Damn.
Come on.
What is that noise?
That was the 5 minute signal.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. For me, being married, I'm going on 13, 14 years now.
Yeah, that's wild.
Zach's going on 13, 14 years if you can't hear it. No, because you're not mic'd.
Yeah, but I don't remember my wedding much. I just remember saying some stupid stuff when the mic came my way. Like, let's go get partied, ever get drunk. Type stuff. I just how do you guys feel about destination weddings? I feel like you said you went to Cabo once.
Yeah.
Do you like? I had a friend that was trying to get us to go out to Thailand, actually, or Bora Bora, exactly. And I really felt like it was kind of crazy to actually expect your friends and family to go travel all that way just to celebrate this one day.
I don't know how many people you can expect.
Destination weddings?
I mean, I think they're a good idea if you want a small amount of people.
Yeah.
Because you're only going to get the people like the people that are closest to you are going to go.
Yeah. The question is, what do you feel about destination weddings? Just in case anybody did not hear what Zach just said. So, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No. I mean, I think they're cool. It really depends on. I mean, to me, it's like if you really don't want a lot of people there, and you can also get married somewhere pretty cool at a much lower cost to yourself.
Oh, totally. I think destination weddings are fine as long as there's enough heads up. You know, like,
Yeah.
hey, in a year, we're going over here. Fucking save your money. It's going down,
Not
and
like
I want you there.
2 weeks,
you know,
2
like-
weeks out. Come to my wedding in fucking Thailand, Fiji.
No, I think they're cool. I mean, man, let me ask you one more. Let me ask you a question. What do you think about on the registry, right? The wedding registry. Instead of like asking for things, it's more of like a GoFundMe. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
Like,
what we're doing.
That's what you guys are
Yeah.
doing? Oh, so you obviously like that.
Yeah, we don't want things. If you're coming to
Just
my wedding,
give me
don't bring
the money,
things.
like-
We just want cash. We got to pay for
True Italian.
We got to pay for the wedding. We got to pay for the wedding and then pay for the honeymoon.
Oh, love it. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. To me, there's nothing.
No,
if you were
that's-
going to spend the money on some bullshit fucking microwave,
That's essentially
or whatever,
what like a gift is. It's like
Yeah.
recouping the money like per plate. You know,
Exactly.
like
yeah.
per person.
Yeah.
It's costing about $100-something
The
per
gift
person.
is paying for the free food you're fucking getting. Like-
Yeah.
I actually have a different take on the gift. So my deal
Let's hear it.
is no wedding gift,
Mhm.
right? Up front. I wait until you hit that 10-year mark. I want to make sure that this
10
fucking- that-
years.
this is, I want to make sure that,
It's supposed
that
to
you
be
guys
1
are
year.
gonna last. I want to make sure you're lasted because I don't want to give you something that all of a sudden you guys are going to be fighting about in your
Do
fucking
you
divorce
remember?
court, like 5 years later. So
Okay, I'll say real quick about destination weddings and a gift. If you have a destination wedding, then I would say don't expect anything
Right.
No.
because somebody's already spending a bunch
The
of money.
gift
to
is
come
them
there.
coming. Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
saving money on the wedding by having it somewhere that's less expensive usually. But do you remember that episode of Curb when Larry brings over a bottle of wine to like their friend for the wedding gift, and it was past a year? It was like a year and 3 months or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the guy's like, "We can't take this. It's been more than a year."
It's like, what do you mean? It's totally fine. I think we're running out of time here. Are we off on that, or we're almost there? Well, I think we're good to wrap it up. Oh, that's the other timer of running out.
All right,
Anywho,
weddings. What do you know about them? Have you been to them? Do you like them?
have
do you
you
hate
been to
them?
them?
Let
no
us
one
know.
cares about the weddings. All right? Comment if you know anything about weddings, or if you agree or disagree, and if anything, you need to like and subscribe so we can make some money and quit our 9-to-5s.
Yeah.
Thanks for.
Then we could do this
Thanks
every
for
day.
watching.